Hi again, Cannondany here. I decided to go outdoor. Can you hear those birds? I love it. I simply love it. So today we're gonna be talking about no components, no bike maintenance, but training. Maybe not so much training because this is the beginner stuff, and that's what we're also starting with on this channel, how to prepare for the first ever race, whether it would be a mountain bike race, a road cycling race like some criterium or whatever. We are not talking about a training plan and training and your level of your fitness, but just first race. First off, yes, it is really worth it to just take part in at least one of such events. Most of you guys would really love it. You don't have to be like, you know, competing specific cyclist. You just enjoy what you see, people you meet, and those events can be really like social events. Very nice to talk with people, to meet new guys and stay motivated for training, for weight loss, for just health and just fun. So yes, it's worthy. How to prepare? Well, if that's the Thursday today, if you're gonna be racing on Sunday, don't do any intervals today. So we're not gonna be talking about training, but even though if you're not like super fit, you should be trying to get to one of these events, some entry-level events, and try them out. How can you prepare then if you're gonna be racing, competing in just a couple of days? Well, you should be prepared mentally, technically and tactically, and that's what I'm gonna cover on this episode. Mentally, first off, be prepared that you're not gonna be prepared for anything, and be just prepared for anything. Anything can happen because this is racing. Racing is so much different from what I just do, like spinning, cycling, even spinning faster, even hitting like some 25 miles per hour. If you go for racing, that's just different thing. So be prepared for anything, and know that anything can happen. Another thing in the mentally, in the way of mentally preparing to the race is to be aware that you're gonna know yourself better, and you're gonna find out whether you are this competing oriented guy, or just, you know, enjoying riding, cycling. And some like MTB marathons would be just perfect events for you. Well, you don't know just yet what type of guy you are, because you didn't try it. When you go for the starting line and you just start off, then you will feel, for example, some anger when others are passing you by, or just, you know, following your wheels, and you would like to just simply escape. Then you will know you're the competing oriented cyclist. If you just enjoy people and even talk to some buddies during this marathon, if it would be marathon, then you are just like the fun ride oriented guy, and you will also like such event. Now, different events are also more like competing, or for competing oriented guys, and some for simply just amateur riders. So you should know that, and you should be prepared that you will know yourself better after, or even during the race. Another thing is also that if you haven't been racing before, during the first race or any race, there'll be a lot of adrenaline in your blood, and be prepared to use the toilet anywhere, anytime, just much more often than normally. So having some toilet paper in your car with you is a good piece of advice. It can be handy. Most of the events are just well prepared, and there will be place for you to spend some time in the toilet, maybe a couple of times even, but just be prepared for yourself as well, because that will just minimize your stress. So be prepared for anything. you should know that you will get to know yourself better, and then you will know what type of racing will be just better for you. Now technically in terms of your body, your nutrition and your bike, I would say do not change anything like before the race or in the last 7 days of the race. Like, do not assemble a new pair of wheels because you didn't try them. Don't try any new power gels because you didn't try them, and if you don't know whether your stomach will accept it or will be super irritated by it, by this new kind of nutrition for you. Remember that you will be in really stress mode, adrenaline mode, and your stomach will really react differently from what it normally does for you. So don't change anything. The only thing to change maybe just a bit. How nice place. Can you see that? Awesome. The only thing to change is maybe to eat some more food, just like evening before the ride. Some carbohydrate food would be really nice. And then in the day of the race, the event day, you don't want to be eating anything like a larger portion of food at least 2.5, even 3 hours before the ride, before the race starts. So if you're gonna be racing at 12 o'clock, I would say 9:30, that would be the deadline for your breakfast. Then of course you will be having some snacks, like some piece of banana or power gel or whatever you use, whatever you're used to. Otherwise, if you eat like an hour and a half before the race, it can really affect how you feel during the race, or if you even finish the race. So remember about that. I was also asked by one of the guys that he just purchased the clipless pedals. Should he take them for the first race? No, absolutely not. If you're not used to riding on the clipless pedals, don't use them. Just simply take your platforms and be prepared that you're gonna be having so much question answered during the race. So I'm just trying to answer the basic ones so that you can finish the race, and then you will just be much more and more used to everything during the race. All right, so that's the technical thing. Another thing is also that if you're just all alone, it will be quite difficult to organize everything. So it would be great to have somebody, your wife, your girlfriend, your buddies, with your car, that will keep the keys to the car and all the stuff, so that you can, you know, just change in the car and feel much more comfortable. It's so much better to have someone that will be in the feeding zone and give you something to drink, something to eat, or even just, you know, help you mentally go on. So that's it. And finally, just one tactical advice everybody should know before the race is that when the race starts, you don't go all out. You don't want to go all out. Absolutely not. You want to go like maybe 50%. So really, if you're starting on the race, on the first races, you don't want to be starting as it was a race, but as it was a fun ride. And then you will feel what your body tells you. You will also know how long are you going to be riding, because if it's going to be just like 10 kilometers of the ride, that's okay to go maybe full throttle, not, you know, not from the start line, but maybe after like 10, 15, 20 minutes. You will see that, but you have to know that your body will be super tired, and you will have so much lactate in your muscles, and it will be pain, really pain, and pain in your lungs. So it's just different, so much different, well, different kind of experience. So tactically, you don't want to go all out. Just start very slowly, like 50%, and then do what you feel you can. Like after maybe 70% of the ride into the distance, then you can decide, okay, I feel fine, now I'm gonna be competing more. So these are some basic rules, and I'm sure guys, you're gonna be really having fun. Doesn't matter whether you're fit, whether you are on the weight loss diet, you're gonna go for weight loss. Those races will really help you, of course, if you're healthy. If you're not having like some heart issues or anything else, you can just go for racing and see and experience how awesome it feels. Thanks for watching, guys. Please give me some thumbs up if you like the topics on the training on this channel, and I will see you very, very soon. It's an awesome day. Bye.